What's going on, you guys? This is New York Adventure in 1994 here, and today is Friday, April 23rd, 2021, and this is not really going to be a good story to tell because it has to do with me being sick. This dates all the way back like earlier in the pandemic in like August. But now everyone's getting vaccinated. And it all starts out with 3 days before I got sick. On August 16, 2020, I was at my friend's graduation party in a restaurant. It was for Kyle. I had a great time there. I do have video footage to show you guys if you go all the way back.
Coming home tomorrow, Chris. You know what you gotta do.
Hold on.
You know what you'll say. Oh,
As I was saying, that I was at a graduation party and I had a great time there. But that's still not how I would get sick from that, like get the virus from that. And then 2 days later, on August 18th, I had to go to the doctors to get my blood work done. But that still doesn't complete why I would get a virus. But I remember that I was in my dad's bedroom as the sun was going down, and I was watching the Islanders against the Washington Capitals in the playoffs, and I wound up having a sore throat. I started coughing up a storm. It sounded horrible. That I got some medicine and it did go under control, but overnight I started getting congested and stuff, and started sneezing, coughing, and I just looked horrible, and I was talking congested the next morning. So this all happened next morning, and I looked so horrible that my mom sent me to CityMD urgent care to test whether I got the virus or not. So we went there, and I looked horrible in there. It was like 7 a.m. when this happened on August 19th. That Wednesday. I was like sitting in the weight room, like looking horrible, and sitting as far as I could from others. So when we finally got in, they had this machine going inside me that felt extremely uncomfortable. I like made some weird faces when it happened because it felt really uncomfortable. It was like one of those tubing items they use to test whether you have the virus or not. So after that was done, I went home and the doctor told me to quarantine until the results come back negative. or if it's positive, I have to quarantine for 14 days back then. So I just went home and immediately rested back on a couch in the living room. That morning I had chicken noodle soup. To make me feel better, because when you're sick you're supposed to eat soup. It's really good for you. And my mom went to Walmart to get me some Powerade. Hopefully that will help. But I was just out of it that Wednesday, the first day, that I kept on closing my eyes and stuff because I looked horrible. I was just out of it the whole day. I kept closing my eyes and stuff. I was just out of it. And everyone that I know on Facebook, like the people I friended, wanted to see if I was okay. And I really appreciated that. Or my mom's friends or my dad's friends. Everyone wanted to see if I was okay, and I didn't want anyone to worry about me because I am young and healthy, and virus or not, I'm gonna be okay. I mean, I was not close to any death experience or anything. I didn't want anyone to worry about me that bad. I mean, if I was that sick, I may still not have gotten the virus, but if I did, I'll still be okay. I mean, I am not gonna die from this. I'm really not. It's not like I was going through a near-death experience. I know I was gonna be okay. I was not worried at all. All I cared about was getting my results back when I was recovering. But Wednesday I was just out of it. I kept on crashing and stuff because of how horrible I looked. And then Thursday, the next morning, I woke up at like 6:30 in the morning because I wasn't still feeling right. I was like up for the rest of the morning and I was exhausted. I was still coughing and stuff. But things immediately started turning around that evening. But everyone still wanted me to rest. I mean, by the time it was night, I started joking around a little bit and stuff. Like things are finally gonna turn around. And my mom and my dad were starting to feel more confident that I may not have the virus at all. But Friday I was getting a lot much better. Although I still had a cough or two left in me, I was able to go back on the computer and stuff. But I was still stuck with the cough for the next few days. I mean, Saturday I was like moving around, but I was still coughing. I, and but when I was really sick, like by the time it was like Friday, but when I was starting to get back to normal too, we were like calling the doctor multiple times to see if my results came back, and they kept saying no. And they told us we were going to get the results back Friday. So at this point, I didn't care how annoyed the doctor was going to be at me. Because I wanted to know my results, whether my results came back positive or negative. Because I wanted to get out of this by Friday. I needed to know my results, like, immediately. So I kept calling the doctor. And there was no results coming up. I was like, are you serious? So I'm stuck in the house for another few days until I know what my results are. So I was stuck in the house over a weekend, even though I was reverting back to normal. But Monday night, I was thankful that I had the results, that my results came back negative, which was an absolute relief. So it turns out I didn't have the virus at all. Everyone was right and confident. I did not have the virus. My results came back negative while we were preparing for Cortland. So I might have been still coughing, but I was good to go. So when we got to Cortland, I was still coughing in the lobby, but I had to keep it down a notch because the virus was still serious. But I had a good time up in Cortland, even though there was not much to do. So I was like back to normal completely by the end of the week. There was no more coughing or anything. So I guess that's it. So the story ended well. I guess that's it. But this was one of the most scariest times for me back in 2020. But it's over. So I guess that's it. Bye.